If Democrats win back one or both houses of Congress in the midterms, the Republican loss will no doubt be traced to discontent over the war in Iraq. Unless, of course, it's put at the feet of former Congressman Mark Foley or the ex-football groupie running for Secretary of State of Wisconsin. Our number one story in the countdown, such are the vagaries of politics. Congressional Republican leaders in a heap of trouble over Foley's instant messages to underage pages. Sex doesn't normally mix well with politics, even when it isn't illegal, as in tonight's silver entry for worst person in the world, the Republican candidate for Secretary of State in Wisconsin, Sandy Sullivan, whose claim to fame is in her new self-published book, preface written by her former lover, Green Bay Packers star Paul Hornung. Paul Hornung did the old intro, as we say in publishing. Amid those kind of political prevarications and peccadillos, a movie about a late-night TV talk show host who gets elected president somehow fits.
Wait a second. What? Do you think anybody remembers the issues when there's a debate? Do you think, when was the last time any human being, any American watched the debate and went, oh, God, did you hear what he said?
I believe he talked about fiscal policy.
Oh, my God, my eyes are open and I can hear again.
Yeah, you're right. All they remember is Nixon sweating like Elizabeth Taylor after a Mexican meal.
Joining us now, Louis Black, who plays Eddie Langston, the head writer for that TV talk show host, obviously played by Robin Williams in the film of which I'm a fan, Man of the Year. It's been too long, my friend. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's nice to see you again.
The midterm elections are obviously upon us. With the Foley scandal still percolating, have instant messages, do you think, ever had such an effect on a campaign and an election before?
It's spectacular. It's really good. You know, all of the drugs that I did in the late 60s couldn't have prepared me for what's been going on. I thought I was really ready for all this stuff. Why wouldn't you, and like, you know, why wouldn't you just call the guy? You're typing it? How insane are these people?
They're very good typists, though, because you're clearly one-finger typist.
Well, the thing that's interesting is that the jokes became about the IMs, and because there was nothing you could do with the original joke, which was, you know, U.S. Senator in charge of dealing with, in charge of the congressman in charge of dealing with sexual predators, the committee and oversight is a sexual predator. Mm-hmm. But how do you add to that?
As Bob and Ray said to me during Watergate, we don't touch this. How can we make it any funnier?
I know it's an extraordinary time. I mean, I've been watching your show a lot recently, and you almost end up by default becoming a comedian.
Yes, I feel that way often. I wonder if the president does. But let me just do this one local, since all politics are local. We've made a big deal about this, and I love your perspective on it. The candidate who actually is touting her past sexual liaisons with the Green Bay Packers in her bid for political office. I mean, she's only running for Secretary of State in Wisconsin. But is this opening up a brave new world in politics? I mean, this is a 65-year-old Republican who doesn't have a campaign platform. She's got a campaign platform bed.
It's really big. You know, the interesting thing when I first I was reading the article about it was the fact that I did think immediately that I would have slept with Paul Hornung back then. He was like the best-looking man in America. But how much of the book? That's the whole book, is her just about sleeping around.
Yeah, I think there's a chapter for each offensive position or something like that, and a football position, of course. The president's news conference today, he was trying, as usual, to ply reporters with his charm. Let me play a segment of this and then get your reaction.
If I might say, that is a beautiful suit.
Thank you, sir. My tailor.
And I can't see anybody else who even comes close. Suzanne, first best dressed person here. Sorry.
Kevin and I coordinated.
No, it actually looks. Yeah.
Kevin Corke, our own Kevin Corke, and Suzanne Malveaux, I guess, from CNN. Is the president running out of material? Do you feel like you need to mail him something? Or
well, I think maybe if he's going to lose the evangelical vote, maybe with that he was trying to go after the gay vote. He's going into the sartorial end rather than the spiritual end.
We'll get all the tailors. The Woodward book, State of Denial, we're not talking about that every day, but now we're hearing little echoes here. The president had key Republicans to the White House to discuss Iraq, and according to the Woodward book, he said, quote, "I will not withdraw even if Laura and Barney are the only ones supporting me." What's your estimation? Does Mr. Bush still have Barney in his corner at this point?
Barney's probably a lot smarter. Barney's a dog. Barney knows what it is. The president, I'm not sure. I think we see in the president that the thing that scares me is always that disconnect when the words that come out of his mouth don't match his face. You know, the dog barks and the dog always, got a look about him, but there's something odd about that disconnect that has always scared me. And the ones that amaze me as of late, Keith, are the guys who say, if you had to do it over again, would you do the same thing in Iraq? And they'll go, sure. And you sit there and go, are you insane? If I've been in some seriously bad relationships, if somebody asked me, would you like to spend another 6 years like that? No.
So what do you think it is? Give me 30 seconds. What do you think it is with this president at this point? What is it? Is he the best actor of all time or the worst?
I think it's. I can't put. None of us can seem to put our finger on it. I don't know. And maybe not him, but that they just continue to kind of like spin. You can't even call it spin. It's like whatever happens, they go, yeah, that's fine. What do you care? Hoo-ha. Look at those guys. All they keep doing is pointing. Look at those guys. And that whole thing of like, I'm in charge. You don't really know what's going on. I know. Nah. I know something you don't know.
Lewis Black's new movie is Man of the Year. Robin Williams is in there, too. Always a pleasure to talk to you, sir. Thanks for your time, Jim.
And thank you. And my mother really likes you, Keith, and that's scary because she doesn't like a lot of people.
Well, I'll give her my best.